arrays are used to represent the group of elements as a single entity. So this means this is a homogeneous like same data type, and it must be fixed numbers. Okay, we can store multiple values with a single entity or single variable is called as an array. Okay, so at a time we can store how many variables? So at a time we can store one variable. Okay, so at a time we can store one variable and 100 students. See here, 100 students are required. So 100 student required, 100 student IDs. Okay, so to store their IDs as a state, so array is required. Okay, array is required. And next, so how to declare a? So how to declare a? Okay, array. So you can see, I can show on examples. So I can erase all the previous data. Okay. So you can erase all the data. See here also you can erase all the data. Okay. So now, so array format is what? So array format is a into, okay, into af equal to new into, okay. So here we can say what 100. This is a fixed array. Okay. This is the array size. 100 is the here. 100 is array size. Okay. Int is a data type. Okay. And a is what? A is a variable. So new is what? New is a keyword which would allocate the memory to variable. So int is a data type. And a is what? A is the name of the variable index. See this one, this index. So index is a location or address of the element. Okay. Index always start from 0. So the index is always start from 0. This is the location or address of the element. Okay. Now index. Okay. And this index is the ending index is what? Size equal to n minus 1. Okay, size minus 1 or n minus 1. This is the index size, ending size. Okay. Now starting 0 is 0, starting index is 0, and ending index is size minus 1. So array contains 100 elements. Starting index is out here. So starting index is 0. So 100 element means we can start the array index is 0. So what is the ending index? Size minus 1. Size minus 1 means 100 minus 1 equal to 99. So the ending index is 99. 0 to 99. This is called as the array index size. Okay. So example, int array of says one int a of means it is a array can be stored only. Okay, array can be stored only integer data. What is the string a of means? String array can be stored only string data. So int array can be stored only int data, and string array can be stored in string data. So array is always index based array. Okay, index is always start from where? 0. So index is always start from 0. Okay. So next. So this is the array declaration. So we can see the array declaration as two types. So int, okay, int a of equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay, see this one. These are the two types of array declaration. Here it shows what error. So I can give like this one. This shows again error. Okay. So see here, length means, so your length is what? Length is a variable used to find the length of an array. Length is a variable used to find the length of the array. So length of means it is a method. It is used to find the length of the string. Okay, there are two types of array. First one is what? Single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. What is single dimensional array? So in that single dimensional array, first of all, we can what? We can declare an array. Okay. And after that, we can add the values into the array. And next what? We can find the size of an array. Okay. And next what? Read a single value from an array. Okay. Next read multiple value from an array. Okay. There are 5 main important points of the single dimensional array. Okay. First of all, declare an array, add the values into an array. And next one is what? Find the size of an array and read single value on an array and read multiple values of an array. Okay. So see here, what is the first thing? So the difference is this is fixed array. So here, if you write like this is what? This is a fixed array. Okay. So we cannot change is not possible, or adding values also not possible here. This is what? This is not a fixed array. We can add n number of values in future. Okay. This format is called as a fixed array. This format is called as a not fixed array. So here we cannot add any values in future. Okay. So this in this format we can add the number of values. Okay, you can add the number of values in the future. This is not a fixed array. Okay, so I can write like this int a of equal to new int of 100. I can write like this. So you can write only 5. So you can only write a 5. Okay. So what first of all here we can adding the values. So first value is what? A of 0. A of 0 means 10. Okay. A of 1 equal to 20. Okay. A of 2 equal to 30. A of 4 equal to 40. Okay. So how many values here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is missing here. So 3 is missing here. 3 means 40. Next A of 4 means 50 here. This is the array. Okay. So first, this is the fixed array. You can assign the values like this. This is what? This is a not fixed array. You can now add n number of values in future also. Okay. So n number of values. So why it shows error? Actually, here the variable name and this variable name both are same. So if you write like this one, so the error will be gone away. Okay. So now save the file and run it. Save the file and run it. Okay. So it is showing any output? No. Why it is not showing any output? Why it is not showing any output? So actually here we cannot write any system.out.println. So for first you can write system.out.println, then only the method will be printed in the console. Okay. So println a dot length. So what is length here? Length is a variable. Okay. We can find the length of an array. This is pointed length 0. Okay. It is executed 5. Okay. Why 5? The length of an array. This is what? This is length. Okay. The length of array will be displayed 5. Okay. This is also correct. Okay. There are two formats. So note, we should what? How many values you want to store? Preferred first approach. Okay. If you want to store how many values, you know. So you prefer this one. You don't know how many values you preferred. Okay. So use this one. Okay. We should know how many values you want to store. Use conditional approach, or in the future we don't have any plan to add more number of values to that array. Okay. Next, what we want to find the column of an array. So column of an array means what we can write same. Okay, so system.out.println. I know the column system.out.printl println a of a1 of sorry a1 of system.out.println. So I want the a1 of so 2. Okay, so see here it displays what is output. 30 will be right. 30 will be displayed. Actually, this is the area of index. So index number is what? 2 here. 2 means 0, 1, 2. 30 value will be displayed as the output. Okay. This is also working. Next, you can print all the values. Okay. So for if you use the for method, it will be displayed or not. We can check that one. Okay. Wait. Arrays are the very important topic. Arrays. So now I want to execute an array. See here, if you use per method, for what? For I equal to 0. So we know that. Okay. So I less than, so I is what? I is the integer type. That's why you can like delta. I equal to 0. I less than or equal to 4. Okay. So y4 means here the values are 5. So what is the index number here? 4. Next what? I plus plus. So you can write like this. Okay, next what we can print the statement system dot out dot printl. Until what here we can print a of I. See this one, it is working or not. Okay, so all values are printed or no? All values are printed. If you don't know the length of an array, okay, so you can write what? I less than or equal to a dot length length minus 1. Okay, so you can write like this, or size minus 1. It is also executing. Okay, it is also executing. So next, int a of like this, int a of like this. So for each loop, if you use the for each loop, so what is the output? So you can write the for each loop. See this one, I can write here also. For each loop, for what? For int x colon a. This is the procedure. Okay. So system dot out dot printl. We can write what here. This is the array statement. Okay. So in this one, we can print this x. The x is a variable. So array can be assigned to x variable. Okay. So see this one. I can save the file and executing. It is also executed. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. So 10, 20. This is also executed 5 statement. This is also executed 5 statement. This is for loop. This is what? This is the for each loop. Okay. That is the difference between these two. So this is the array. So array, all the array values can be stored in the variable x. So in the text, we can print use as a system.out.println. Okay. So next topic, we will discuss about what multi-dimensional, two-dimensional array. Okay. So in two-dimensional array, in 3 rows, 2 columns is there. In this two-dimensional array, row index is also start from 0 and the column index is also start from 0. Okay. So in both cases, the column index is start from 0. Okay. So now we can see one example how we can write the multi-dimensional array. Okay. So okay. Okay, we can write about multi-dimensional array here. So first one is the public int a of df, this is what two-dimensional array. So in that two-dimensional array equal to new int of, okay, new int of, we can write first dimensional 3, we can write in the second dimensional 2, we can, the first one is a row, second one is what column here. So 3 2 values. Okay, 3 2 values like this. We can share this. This is called as a two-dimensional array. This is called as what? Two-dimensional array. So in that two-dimensional array, I can assign what? 3 values. Okay, 3 rows and 2 columns. First of all, I can assign 3 rows. And the columns what? 2 here. So a of 0, 0 equal to, I can assign first value 100. So same like that. Okay, you can write for 3 rows. Okay, first, how many columns? 2 columns. First 2 columns finished or not? So first 2 columns finished. So here we can write 200. Next, second 2 columns. Okay. Third 2 columns. Why third 2 columns? Here there are 3 rows. Total there are 3 rows. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1. Okay. 1, 0, 1, 1 here. Okay. Here we can assign the value 300 and below we can assign the value 400. This is what? 2, 0. Okay. 2, 1 here. So this is called 500 and this one is 600. Okay. This is the array. So next here we can find the length of an array. We can find the Which one? Length of an array. So that's why we can write what? In this case also, we can write two-dimensional, right? Another structure A equal to new unit of 4. So A1 equal to, so values are what? 100 comma 200 comma, sorry, 100 comma 200. There are two formats, two-dimensional. That's why you can write 100 comma 200. This is one. 300 comma 400. This is two. 500 comma 600. This is 3. This is one structure formula. Okay. Next we can find what? Length of handles. That's why system dot out dot println. So A dot length we can write like this. Okay. So A dot length we can write like this. So see the example. So total there are 6 values. Okay. So 3, why 3? There are 3 index. So what is the rows count? 3. So that's why displayed as length is 3 here. So next, this is a row count. Okay, next column count. How do you know the column count? So same one, we can explain as another like form. So A1 like A after we can write like this, save the file and execute. Column length what here? 2 is the column length. Okay, if you write like A1, here we can write A1, save the file and run it. What is the column count? Again also here 2 here. So you can get any particular value. You can get any particular value. So you can write like what? System dot out dot println. So println, in that println A of, okay, 2 comma 1. You can save like this. So second row, first column will be displayed. 600. That is the second row, first column value. It is execute or not? Okay. Next we will go for loop. Okay. So first for loop and after that for each loop. Okay. So for loop also executed and for each loop also for executing purpose. Okay. So for loop what? For, so int I equal to 0. We know that one. So what is the column count and row count? Row count is there are 3 rows. That's why index number what? 2 here. So I less than or equal to 2 here and I plus plus. This one. This is for row. This is for row. And for column, again this one we can create for column. For j equal to 0. For int j is a column. J equal to 0. Okay. J less than a dot length. Okay. J equal to 0. J less than or equal to 1. Why 1? Their column count is 2. That's why I can write 1. Okay. Next j plus plus. Okay. Next here we can write system dot out dot printl. Okay. A of I j. So both will be executed. Okay. This is for loop. Next for what? Next system dot out dot println println. See this method is also executed or not. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So all will be executed. So you can write same like this for each loop. What we can write for, sorry, for we can write inside the statement. Yeah. Sorry, okay. For into ARR array column ARR1 or A1 here. Okay. This is what for each loop. In that for each loop, for into X column ARR. So ARR value can be stored in which variable? X variable. Next system dot out dot printl and printl. Okay, what we can print? X is we can print here. Okay, X is my variable. So in here system dot out dot printl and println. So this is a empty. See this one. This is also executed now. It is also executed. Two times we execute. 600, next 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. This is for each loop. We can write like this. For loop, we can write like this. This is for row count. This is for column count. Okay. This is what? This is a column count print statement. This is a row count print statement. So same like that for each loop also. Okay. This is the examples of array statement. Okay, single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, both are computed. So in next class, we will discuss about collections. Okay, collections and collection topics, list, get, set, queue. Okay, thank you.